So, there's a politician in Spain
España.
String them up.
who has a very interesting theory about sex. He believes that the main purpose of sex is about procreation.
Okay.
What?
So why are people doing all this casual sex shit?
Okay. Sounds like a loser.
He thinks this shit's whack.
This guy gets no puss, dude.
He's never jacked off before.
No, I guarantee you he jacks up all the time.
Apparently he gets a lot of puss, so that's not true.
Oh, really?
Says who? The article?
The article.
I don't think
This
so.
article says
that he wrote himself?
He might be trying to reproduce a lot, that's why.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He's a professional.
Do we need more people, though, in the world?
We don't.
Across countries, we don't need more people.
We just need good people.
Wait, counterpoint. Aren't world population birth rates going down?
I think it's
First world. They are.
First
Oh,
world.
first world.
Yeah.
Japan, right, is a very
Japan's had the problem for a while.
Japan and Korea.
Europe's fucked.
Europe's pretty bad.
UK's bad.
I heard China's pretty bad, too, right?
China's, I don't know.
Chinese people will always be able to create.
I do have a couple of friends in their like mid to late 30s that have made the commitment as couples to not have kids anymore, which I feel like in my parents' generation is like unheard of.
Yeah.
They said they're not gonna have them anymore. They just never don't want kids.
They just don't want it. It's like that's not for us. We just like this. We like this, and you know that's us.
And that's not even like kids or no kids. That's like our parents had like 10, 11 kids. And now we're like, dude, one's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be they had so many fucking kids because half of them are gonna die.
That's true.
And you need your progeny to live on and shit.
Have you guys seen like a fucking bar graph of how many baby boomers are there compared to us? So like if you add millennials and Gen Z together, they don't even make up the baby boomer generation.
Really?
Wow.
It's like
You know,
a
my whole
fucking
life,
big
I've
tall
been-
boner and two fucking little dicks.
My whole life I've been thinking, or I've been hearing about how when the baby boomers retire, how fucked Social Security is. But the beauty is they'll never get to retire.
Hey, joke's on them. Work till you die.
They did good. They did good. Those politicians are sneaky.
Sneaky fucks, these guys.
So no, this cat is saying that sex is strictly for the purposes of procreation, and that the mindset of sex is more casual has led to the depopulation of Spain due to the degradation of their culture.
I see.
You understand?
Really?
They just banned condoms there in Spain then.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that? Why?
I don't know anymore. Now I'm very insecure about my thought realm.
That was fucked up, Anthony.
That was really fucked up,
I
Anthony.
had no idea where that was going.
If you're Catholic, you already don't believe in condoms, right?
I think so.
I don't know.
I didn't know that was a religious thing.
Because you're not supposed to like spill the seed, right? So like if you
It probably depends on how strict of a Catholic you are.
I love generalizing as much as anybody, but I don't know if that's the case.
But because if you throw away your condom with the jizz in it, that's spilling the seed. You're supposed to plant the seeds,
They're
right?
supposed to bust nuts inside
Yeah. No pull.
for the Lord.
It feels so good to
Bust for the Lord. Jesus. People do fucking say some Christian stuff in bed though.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh God, oh God, oh God. You know? Yeah. Oh.
Mary Magdalene.
Immaculate conception.
Hallelujah. St. Peter, St. Peter.
Whoa. Pope Francis.
Oh, that's a different context.
Okay. I went too far there.
That's somebody getting railed in the ass by Pope Francis.
I'm not an altar boy.
I will say this could be wrong, so hopefully somebody in the comments can like shed some light on this. But
Or I could do it too.
cool.
Bart's gonna handle this.
Hopefully somebody in the comments. But I remember when I went to go study abroad in Spain, and we were randomly, casually talking about things like sex. In America, like third base is like oral, right? Yeah. Like home base is like the glory hole in sex, right? But I believe over there, or places in Europe, it's like sex is more casual, so it's like third base. But like to like get oral sex. Oh, that's more like whoa. That's like, but I don't know. That was when this is like over 10 years ago.
That's saved for your partner.
Yeah.
Or that's maybe either more intimate or more something. But I have no fucking idea.
I heard that home run is actually love and relationships.
Yeah,
First base is
making it too real.
orgies.
What? First base is orgies?
First base is orgies.
What baseball are you
base.
playing?
It goes from physical to emotional.
I see.
So like the first step is you meet each other in Europe,
In an orgy?
and then you have a 69,
Yeah.
And then the second step is you invite other people
69
that
is
you
space
want.
1.
It's when you connect this human centipede 69. Yeah. And then you keep
I'm following.
you keep going into it,
not.
and then at the end of it, you decide if you want to be in a relationship or not.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be you join a sex cult or not.
Oh, I thought home run was like you hold hands finally.
That's a very Bart home run,
That is-
dude.
that is
That's the
pretty-
fucking grand slam for Bruce
yeah.
1.
What are you just avoiding hands the whole time? You're like fucking. You're just like
nope,
no,
nope.
elbows only.
I can lick your pussy, you can suck my
That's
dick,
true,
but
when
we
you
ain't
go
holding
like-
hands.
I don't know what kind of girl you think I am. Get the fuck off of me.
Yeah, don't touch my hands.
Pope Francis.
So the population of Zamora has declined by over 30,000 people over 20 years, and this guy who's a far-right politician, he's saying that this is why. We forget that the main purpose of sex is procreation. There are people who free themselves from the chains of family and marriage to dedicate their existence to satisfying only their sexual desires.
Dude, I love that he phrases it as like the chains of family and children. I'm like, yeah, you don't make it sound super great, bro.
They don't, do they?
Chains.
I'm just like, you're making it sound like a prison sentence. Yeah. No, thank you.
He's like, they're cute chains.
Cute change?
No, they're not cute chains.
Like titanium chains, maybe, so they don't feel
Like fuzzy chains?
Like little gold, they're gold or
Like
speckled.
you get them from like Claire's.
Yeah. No, he's being very serious about this because they're actually really worried about the population issue. When you think about the way that our culture is set up, like here too, if we did have a population issue, that'd be kind of crazy. Like when you think about even the job shortages that we're seeing, we're like you're seeing everywhere. It's like workers wanted and shit. Like imagine it's not just people who are saying like, yo, pay me more or whatever. It's people who don't even exist enough.
Yeah, it's even like sriracha, right? Like we need to stop production because we don't have enough workers. So stuff that you even like almost kind of take for granted.
Was it a worker shortage or was it a supply shortage? I thought they were.
No, I think it was a worker shortage.
I thought they were running out of chilies.
But is the worker shortage because we don't have enough people, or is it because like
Or not enough people not wanting to work.
Exactly. Right.
But just things that you feel like would never end or are taken granted for, it's just like anything can stop at any time, which is crazy.
That's very true.
I always thought we had too many people on the planet.
I still feel that way.
Depends on. I mean,
Yeah,
globally, we are overpopulated as like humans.
We're always talking about like depleting resources, like climate change, and not being able to like go back. And
I've also read the opposite, where if people like were spaced out over the land, we have actually way more land than we need.
Yeah, there's like enough. I think
I understand that, but that's the same as being like if everybody just split the money equally, we'd all be fine. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is also true, maybe.
Why don't we do that? We should just do that.
Maybe in Ryan's rich.
Can I get some of your money?
I think it's worked real well in Russia, China. Yeah. Right?
Cuba too. You forgot
Yeah,
Cuba.
yeah. It's all very,
Vietnam's pretty good.
Oh, they're doing that with like the Chinese celebrities right now, where you can only make so much money.
yeah.
Really?
Like guarantee they're hiding that somewhere. Like there's a loophole. if you
Well,
can
how
money.
how could
Like,
they control that? They're like, you made too much money this year.
Yeah, they just cap.
Based off like endorsements, sponsorships, tours, or whatever the freak like that, because like I think too many people were getting like too much power with the people.
Yeah, but then you just like hide it, get gifts or whatever. And
Yeah, but in the in a land like that, if you get caught,
SAG sucks then.
They need to create a Screen Actor Guild, man.
It's not a here's the minimum you can make. That's fucking
Are
suck.
there unions in China? I don't think. That's
The only reason why the U.S. doesn't have a population problem like the Europe and all that is because we allow a lot of immigrants in. So like our birth rate, all first world nations, like birth rates suck because we become educated, we don't have kids till we're 30s or whatever. Look at all the major cities, right? Like we're not popping out fucking kids.
No.
And so to make up for that deficit, we let in more immigrants. One of the things people are talking about though, conspiracy wise, about like why the Roe versus Wade and all that they don't want abortion is like one is they want more kids to.
I have heard
they want
that.
higher birth rates, but other thing is, what about the states that will allow abortions, right? So their method is allow a ton of immigrants in, and then because you know how like what's his name was gonna do the thing where immigrants get free healthcare. Newsom, our great California dear leader.
That's right.
Right, so like that's
my favorite.
it's like they're both working
The legal immigrants have to pay for the illegal immigrants' healthcare.
basically,
That makes sense.
but then it'll bring in more illegal, or it'll just bring in more immigrants in general. If they hear that, they're like, "Whoa, free healthcare!" But it's like both states are in cahoots there, Where like the right and the left, they still want a huge birth rate, so they're gonna use different tactics to do that.
All I know is when a politician starts talking about sex stuff, that makes me really want to vote for them.
That's true, especially if it's no sex
I want them involved.
for fun. Yeah, no sex for fun.
You think they can put fucking legislation out like that? Like no casual sex or...
I think they better get on it.
They better start.
No, but real talk though, I think the reason why is because fucking money, dog. Like to fucking pay for a family and like everything. It's so expensive in the city. Most city folks don't have kids.
Yeah.
And they don't have like.
Why would you?
Yeah. And then if you go rural, it's easier to do that, and it's more like family oriented.
Yeah, it's like the public school systems too, right? Like the reason why they call you when you ditch school isn't really because they care about your education. It's every kid that shows up that day, they get more funding. So if half the schools ditch, then they're losing half the funding because they only get paid based off of how many kids show up. So I think it's probably the same thing where it's like the census, where like, hey, California, we're having a lot more people now. Can we get more federal funding? And they're like, oh yeah, you guys got way more than last year.
So maybe that funding should be like split amongst like the state and like the people who are having children. Because if you got paid to have kids, maybe we'd have more kids.
Maybe it's faster
like a terrible
to have
idea.
a full-grown Jorge come over
Yeah.
than to have to sprout a Jorge and wait 18 years.
I want my
Print more money and just pay people to make babies.
I want my Jorges imported.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
This is why nobody wants to listen to dancers talk about politics.
Ryan's not here,
Shut
dude.
up and dance.